Hi, I'm Jill with the West Regional Branch of the Mobile Public Library, and I am here with a book recommendation. I would like to recommend to you The Light Brigade by Kameron Hurley. I read this book because it's one of the Hugo nominees. I actually sign up for the Hugo voting committee every year, which is actually a fabulous deal because what they do is you pay like $45 or whatever it is. It's in euros. I can't tell you exactly. It translates into in dollars. And they send you a packet of all of the nominated stuff, well, almost all the nominated stuff. And then you get to vote on who's the Hugo Award winner. I always like to get my vote in. But anyway, I got the book as part of the package for last year's Hugos. I didn't ever get to reading it before the awards, which, was unfortunate. I would have voted for it if I did. It is a really interesting book. It kind of starts out like more like a modern Starship Troopers, and you have a main character whose family died in an alien attack, and they sign up for the military to go fight the Martians. And the first part is like getting through training in the first mission, and it's very, very Starship Troopers. But then when that first mission happens, something weird happens. Like they get briefed for one mission, go on the mission, and it's a totally different mission. And then over the course of several of these things happening, you realize that this particular soldier is traveling in time. Like every time they get sent on a mission, it happens all out of order in time, because the part of the plot is when they travel to these missions, they get broken down into light and beamed to the place, and something in that process is going wrong, and Dietz is doing all these missions out of order in time. And there's additional things that start to come in, where you've got, this is all corporate control and information control, and what's going on with the time travel, and a lot of different influences from other books. There's also some like political stuff. I'd read The Dispossessed by Ursula Guin just shortly before this, and I could see like the influences of The Dispossessed on this book. It's one of these books that's written by somebody who you can tell is a big sci-fi fan and is widely read, and knows their sci-fi history, and they didn't copy any of it, but took bits and pieces and synthesized it into a new thing. So on that, the synthesis of the classics of sci-fi thing is very interesting if you're a big sci-fi reader, but it's also a fast-paced sort of adventure action story, sort of that military action story vein. So even if you didn't catch all the references, which there were so many in there, I'm sure I missed some, but I did get a good many. Even if you didn't get any of those, it would still work on the level of a action sort of plot. And then, of course, I love time travel stuff, so the time travel's in there. Another interesting thing was it had the whole gender thing, but kind of low. Like you wouldn't notice it unless you were really thinking about it, because one of the interesting things about it is the main character, you can never really say if it's a man or a woman until you get near the end, where it's actually kind of revealed which gender this person is, and it makes absolutely no difference to the story. So that's sort of like a low-key gender identity commentary. This is very much one of those sci-fi books that is that is like a commentary on right now. Kind of like, there's a lot of classic sci-fi that you read it and you can tell it was written during the Cold War, because it's got a lot of Cold War elements in it. This one is it's the same kind of classic sci-fi thing, where it's very highly a commentary on what's going on in the world today. So, in that sense, I thought it was a fabulous book. I really enjoyed it. It's fast read, interesting, is both satisfying as a just adventure story, as well as a, like a more thinky sci-fi piece, because you can read it both ways. Okay, let's see. For a food thing, one thing that I keep going back to like regularly is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's just something totally satisfying about a PB&J. It's kind of like for years I totally forgot that they existed. Like that was something you regularly had in your school lunch boxes, but then you get to be a grown-up and you never eat a PB&J again. But then I was having a conversation with a coworker, and she said that the best PB&J, how to make a really good PB&J, is to mix up the peanut butter and the jelly separately before you put it on the sandwich. And she swore that this made the sandwich taste better. I mean, I don't know about that, but I had to try it out. And what do you know? It's true. If you put your peanut butter and jelly in a bowl and mix it up and then spread it on the bread, it makes the sandwich taste better than if you just do one side jelly and one side peanut butter. I don't always do that because then you have to clean the bowl, and I'm lazy and I don't like to do more dishes if I don't have to. But if if you get motivated to do that, it really does make a better PB&J. Anyway, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you have been reading and eating lately, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.